Hi, I'm Congresswoman Hochul, your representative from New York's 26th Congressional District. Thanks for joining us to hear about what we've been working on this week in Washington. Over the last few days, I continue to focus on my top priority, jobs. We need to get Americans back to work and fix the roads and bridges millions of commuters rely on every day. Most New Yorkers don't realize there are over 1,100 bridges in New York State that are considered fracture critical. These bridges lack the fail-safe that would stop a bridge from collapsing if a single one of their key support functions failed. And there are 82 of these bridges in the 26th district alone. In fact, 20% of Orleans County's bridges are fracture critical, and that's 7 times the national average. I spoke on the floor of Congress about how, as the former county clerk responsible for putting vehicles on the road, I feel compelled to fight for money we need to bring our roads and bridges up to par. We need to not only repair these bridges and roads, but by doing so, we can put Americans back to work. I also spoke on the House floor after last week's very welcome news that our troops would soon be returning home from Iraq in time for the holidays. We need to think about how we can ensure our soldiers have a job to come home to after putting their lives on the line to protect our country. With over 11.5% of veterans unemployed, we need to support a jobs bill that will help veterans get back to work. This bill will support tax credits for small businesses that hire Americans veterans, as well as provide a credit to companies that hire wounded vets. After serving our country bravely and honorably, these men and women deserve all the support we can give them. More locally, I teamed up with the Western New York delegation and continued to press Colgan Air for more answers. Recent emails released show the pilot who crashed Flight 3407 was not properly qualified, and that Colgan chose to withhold these emails during the initial crash investigation. Lastly, I joined other New York members in writing to the FEMA administrator and the president, asking that they reverse a denial of Governor Cuomo's request for assistance after the severe storms and flooding that hit us earlier this year. Businesses and homes in Niagara and Wyoming counties were hit hard by the May storms, and our local governments need help to pay for these repairs. I personally questioned the FEMA administrator during a Homeland Security hearing, and he agreed to review the case. I look forward to returning to the district to hear from you at one of my Congress on Your Corner events this Friday in Amherst or in Pendleton. All the details can be found on my website at www.hochul.house.gov or on any one of my social media sites. Thank you again for joining me this week to hear some of what we're doing in Washington.